Alright guys, I'm back with the video. It's about 8:45 and we're gonna get this over with. Let's go ahead and let's go through and see what things looking like. There we go. We got our first screen here. AC input 0 because we have no grid. It's 120 volts coming out the unit, and same thing on input 2 because there's no grid power on either one. All we have is battery power and solar power. The main breaker's turned off to the grid. Don't want to be on the grid right now. We're going to see how long we can go. Okay, we got that's the AC input and the hertz. Currently at 60 hertz, which that's what America run at, 60 hertz. Other countries run in 50 hertz, but we run at 60. All right. Same thing on 2. Okay, now we got the PV. PV is 0, 0 because we have no sun outside. It's completely dark on 1 and 2. Okay, now we get into the business end. We got L1, which is line 1, coming in. Well, that's going out. It's using 227 watts right now. L2, which is line 2, is using 325 watts right now. Uh-oh. Get that back in focus. Alright, we back in focus. Alright. Now we're gonna go to the next one. This is line 1. Got the watts in the load. 13% is what we're using. This is line 2, L2. We're using 15% on that. Okay, now this right here is the battery voltage, 55.9. So we got 55.9 volts, and we got 0 coming in from the solar panels. That's what the 0 amps is on the right hand side. On the left hand side. The right hand is the battery voltage. Go to the next screen. Now we got the battery voltage, and we got how many amps is coming out of the battery bank. And we got 10 amps coming out of the battery bank right now. And it starts all over again. Now I haven't had anyone ask me this, but just so we can kind of talk about it in this video, we're going to go through my settings. Hold the button for 3 seconds. And there go the settings. And you can go through. You can start at 1. That right there is for my charging. And that's what I can put into the batteries using the solar and the grid together. I could put in 130 amps. Some of this stuff I don't remember exactly what it is, so I'm just going to kind of breeze through, and I'll tell you what. That right there, you can set whether you want 110 volts or 120 output. I got mine's at 120, of course. You could dial in 60 hertz or 50 hertz. Mine's is at 60 because I'm in America. Right here, you could put out 60 amps during the charge. Now this right here is the voltage, 44 volts. When I got the grid power on, At 44 volts, it'll automatically transfer back to the grid. So we'll start pulling off the grid so it won't take the batteries all the way down. Uh-oh, it's talking too long. Let me get that back. 44 volts. Okay, we got 56 volts. That right there is when it goes back to 56. It will transfer back from the power grid and go back to the batteries using the batteries. Now, if you have it set to charge on the grid power, when it switches over at the 44 volts, switches over to grid power, it will start charging the batteries up using the grid. But I got mine on solar first. I don't want to use any grid power for anything. Now that right there is what I got my batteries charging up to, 57. Now fully charged on my battery bank is 58.1, but I don't like charging my batteries all the way up to the top. I like to keep them about 90 to 95%. And I think that was about it. Let's go check the batteries. Okay guys, out there it read 55.9, so 55.4 is 85%. Get close. So 56 is 90%. So we somewhere about maybe 55.9 will probably be about, I'm gonna say about about 88%, 87% around in there. That's what the batteries, but once we take a reading with our fluke meter, we'll see, look back on this chart and see where we at. Okay, let's get down to business. All right, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take each individual cell, see what it is. There's my, if you can see it down there, them are my two breakers. Got two breakers, one on the hot and one on the ground. It says you only need one on the hot, but I put one on both of them just in case. All right, let's see here. First battery here, get that on there. 4.3. Next one, 4.3. Next one, 4.3. Let me show y'all so y'all don't think that I'm trying to pull anything. Go to the next one. 4.3. Here I go, moving to the next one. 4.4. 04. Move over to the next one. 4.04. 4.04. 4.04. Okay, let's continue on. 4.04, that's this one. Move on over to this one. 4.04. Move on over to this one. 4.04. Now we moving on to here. 4.04. Now we moving on to the almost to the last cell. 4.04. Gotta move this over one because it won't reach. And now the very last cell. 4.04. This thing is crazy. It's staying so balanced. I'm trying to justify buying a BMS, but so far, man, I can't do it because this thing been running a week and the voltage just seems to stay so consistent. I don't think it's really worth buying a BMS. All right, let me move this down and we'll do now this right here is going to be, instead of doing each cell, this would be each module, the whole module. This is 1, 807, 806. This is 2, 807. This is 3, 808. This is 4, 808. This is 5, 808. Switch hands. Move this over 1. All right, this is 6, 808, and this is 7, 807. And let's get a total. Let me try to stick this down here so we can get a read. See if we can get a total. Gotta set this. All right. 56.3 is what is reading at the battery. And it was 55.9 is what it was reading at the unit. So that's why I try to keep my batteries, I try to keep them somewhere between 90 and 95%. Don't go over that because I don't know which one is correct. If this flute meter or if that unit in there is correct. And I can take this unit and go in there and take it directly off of the lugs that holds the positive and the negative inside of the unit. And it reads the exact same as this battery. So going through the unit, it seems to be either, I don't know, maybe it's not calibrated right, or I don't know which one is right. So that's why I always try to stay below on that unit. I try to stay below 50. I set it at 57, and I keep telling you how my batteries can be charged up to 58.1, but I don't do it. I try to stay that because I have more than enough power to do what I need to do. So that'll be the video. Thanks for watching. Hey, I got some funny stuff I wanted to tell y'all about. When we went out of town, my wife had some cookies she bought, and the cookies were, when we got there, start eating the cookies, I said, man, these cookies are terrible. I looked at the cookies and it said no sugar added. So I was going to throw the cookies away, and she came up with an idea. Let's set one out there on the little porch, and let's see if any animals come and get it. So we had the window open, and we set the little cookie out there, and we fell asleep, and we woke up and the cookie was gone. So the next night, we put 2 cookies out there, and we sat down and we said, we're going to sit here and watch this, see who came and took the cookie. So we sat there and we was watching TV, and next thing you know, you seen two raccoons come running down, and they grabbed the cookies, and one went over behind the banister and ate, and the other one sat right there on the little walkway, and he ate his cookie. And when he got done eating his cookie, he came and started looking in the window like, "Hey man, y'all got any more of them?" Then they took off and went on up the thing. I guess going to people, that rent the little condos must feed them all the time, so they make their rounds. So we put two more cookies out there, and they came back on their way back to wherever they be going into that little forest area. And they grabbed the two cookies. This time they just took two cookies and went on where they was going. So we said, well, hell, let's just put all these cookies out there. They'll come back and get it. So we put all the cookies out there, and when my wife, she fell asleep. And when she fell asleep, I stayed up, and I said, I'll just stay in here and see if they come back and get them. So I see a little bushy tail coming, and I'm like, oh, they back. I gets up, walk over to the window, and it's a skunk. Big old skunk. I can't believe this. We done attracted the skunks over here. But I'm going to put the video up of the little bandits coming, taking off with the cookies. Y'all watch out for it. I'm going to try to put it up tonight. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Hey, guys, I forgot to show y'all what we ended up with. We was right around in here. It was 4.3, and it was 8.01. So we somewhere around the 90% to 91% range on the batteries. That's what they got charged. So when I left this morning, we was at about 65%. So we put everything we took out last night, we put back in the batteries today, plus a little bit more, because this same time last night we was sitting at 55 point something, which was like 85%. So we put about 5% more power back into the batteries tonight than we did the previous night. So yeah, that's it. Let me get this loaded up, and I'll get y'all the video if you want to see it, the little cookie bandits. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.